Cody, so what are you exactly? Are you a land wholesaler? Are you a land developer? Are you a real estate investor? I mean, what are you? So the Vestrite team asked me to do a post about this because, there's so many different things I talk about and so many different strategies. Like the team's like, Cody, do a video about what do you classify yourself as? So what do I classify myself as? I classify myself as a chameleon. I classify myself to be an opportunist. What's really important to me is that me and my company can pivot, and we can pivot quickly, and that we can take each opportunity, each project, each piece of land, each subdivision, each real estate opportunity we have, and we can handle them one by one. And on this deal, when are we going to exit versus when we get paid? On this deal, when are we going to exit versus when we get paid? And the 2 deals, 3 deals, 4 deals, 5 deals, 10 deals, 20 deals, they all have their own reasons why we do what. So like this week, I had a conversation with one of the national public companies, and we're working on a large subdivision, piece of land. And we were discussing, okay, here's the situation on this deal. Here's where they're at. Here's where I'm at. So do I just take this deal through approval and then they develop it? Or do I develop it and sell them the finished lots? So we were talking through the situation, the circumstances to decide what was the best strategy for this particular project. And that is so important to me. And so, because our company, our team is set up in a way where we can kind of do whatever, right? We're super flexible. And that's really valuable to me. So I'm going to classify myself as a developer because we develop, but I'm more going to classify myself as a chameleon or an opportunist, because no 2 deals are the same to us. And we handle each deal on their own, one by one. And there's a lot of different things that go into deciding how we're gonna handle that particular deal at that certain time within that state with that particular buyer. So hopefully that brings some clarity to how do we classify ourselves? And that's just what works for us, right? I'm not saying that is what it needs to be for everybody. I mean, I have certain buddies of mine that their companies are set up in a way where they can't pivot quickly. It's like moving the Titanic. And so they have one particular model that they've built everything around. And so there's some positives to that. There's some efficiencies to that. But there's also some downfalls or some negatives to it. And so here again, not one way's right or wrong. We just like being more flexible, right? Being able to adapt and maneuver. And that's what works for us. So hopefully that answers that question and brings some clarity to the different things we communicate and why we have all these different exit strategies that we use. And actually, before I go on this video, it's also really important for the property owner too, because there might be deals that I run. Well, there was a deal not too long ago. I ran it through feasibility. I think I even told you guys this story. I ran the deal through feasibility, and the deal didn't work for me. Like, the feasibility didn't go well. It didn't meet my benchmarks. What we require, our KPIs. And so the deal was not looking good. But instead of the whole purchase blowing up and the property owner losing the deal with us or having to start over, we were able to bring somebody in that the deal did work for. Because just because it didn't work for me doesn't mean it's not going to work for somebody else. So, us being able to pivot like that and kind of be chameleon and kind of do, different things and have different strategies and be able to mold to the situation is really good for all parties involved, because it's not necessarily our way or the highway, because we have numerous ways. So, all right, hope that's some clarity. Appreciate you all. Take care. Bye-bye.